There are so many things I want to talk about in Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery, but until others see the movie, I am just sitting here staring off into the distance. A movie that I gave 5 stars to. There's something about the world that Rian Johnson has built that just speaks to me. I have so many thoughts I'd like to share with you about Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery, but I am keeping them to myself until you guys have had a chance to see it. I gave this movie 5 stars because of the captivating world that Rian Johnson created. This story focuses on Benoit Blanc and his detective abilities, but the sequel to this series tells us a little bit more about the people we're traveling with. Knives Out focused primarily on the Crompton family, whereas in Glass Onion, Blanc's life and the lives of the people he is looking into are presented in a more balanced manner. Additionally, there is a new relationship in Glass Onion that was already making waves on social media before the film even came out, but witnessing it in action is a completely different story. So let's talk about this particular Glass Onion relationship and why it was so fantastic. Maybe that's just a result of my well-earned mistrust of Hollywood when it comes to seeing queer representation that goes beyond PR lip service. We only got a glimpse of Benoit Blanc's relationship with his partner while Benoit was in the bathtub zooming with Angela Lansbury, Stephen Sondheim, and other notable figures in the detective world, so we didn't actually get to see Benoit Blanc living with his partner. When Philip yells to Blanc through their doorway, we can initially only hear him through the door. But even so, this fleeting instance gave us a glimpse into their personal lives. In a later scene, Helen, Janelle Monáe, visits Blanc to persuade him to join the investigation. And who plays Philip, you ask? We now get to hear the other side of the bathtub conversation. In other words, we get to see Philip introducing Helen. Hugh Grant appearing on the other side of the door was genuinely startling. Like they had been dating for a very long time, Philip and Benoit quarreled back and forth. As this series continues, I hope to see more of Philip and Benoit's relationship. What I wouldn't give for the third film to begin with the two on vacation and Blanc being called into a case, or Philip being with Blanc in the middle of an investigation to help him solve the case. Whatever Johnson chooses to do, and there are a ton of possibilities, all I want is more Philip and Benoit Blanc together. You won't want to miss Glass Onion, a Knives Out story, which is only playing in theaters for 1 week before streaming on Netflix later this year. The Mary Sue has a strict comment policy that prohibits, among other things, personal insults directed at specific individuals, hate speech, and trolling. Do you have a tip we should be aware of?